Welcome to the Brant and Sherry Oddcast, sponsored by America's Christian Credit Union. To order Brant's latest book, Life is Hard, God is Good, Let's Dance, or to find out more about the show, go to BrantHansen.com.
You know, it's tricky. You listen to this radio station, we talk about God here and who Jesus is and the good news about who God is and how he loves us and stuff. The weird thing is, though, for a lot of people, they associate religion with trying to climb this ladder to get to him. Like you do something good, you go up a rung. If you do something bad, you go down a rung. Hopefully you go up enough that you can make it to him. Okay, you know what's weird about that? Actually, religion is a great way to avoid God because you can make it all about this scoreboard, or it's really about you. You did this, you did that, or I was good. I've been good. I've been praying every day, reading my Bible. I went to church. God has to do whatever I ask for. Like that's not it. That's relating to a computer. It's actual relationship with a personality, and God wants us to enjoy him. It's just odd, but we can use a lot of different methods to avoid him, and unfortunately, religion can be one of them. What's up? My name is Brant. Glad you're listening to this really cool and hip radio show. Oh my goodness! The show has been interrupted. I'm sorry. I've just been handed some important news. This is breaking animal news. This is from China. A guy was with some ladies at the zoo, and he thought it would be impressive to them. And maybe it was. I don't know. But he jumped over the fence and decided to wrestle a panda.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, the panda is just this big ball of fur. It's not that huge. It's like 300 pounds, but it's not like a full-grown thing.
But it's strong.
It's pretty strong. Yeah, it was trying to sleep, and he went over there and poked it.
Okay.
He literally poked the bear, and the bear got up and decided, you're going down.
Right.
And they wrestled for about 5 minutes, and nobody got hurt.
Oh, okay.
And he left. So here, I guess this breaking animal news turns into a question. Okay. I'll ask you, Producer Sherry.
Great.
Kind of impressive?
No.
A little bit?
No.
Okay. I guess that answers the question. That's very instructive. Guys, if you heard this, I just bounced this off Sherry. Dude jumped into the panda enclosure at a zoo in China to impress the ladies. Sherry doesn't think, now you're just speaking for yourself.
I am, yes.
But you don't think that the ladies would be that impressed by him jumping in there and wrestling a panda?
No, I don't know a woman. I'm not saying there isn't any, but I don't know a woman who went to the zoo with a guy and is hoping that he'll jump into one of the animal enclosures. Not even deep down? Not even like... I don't know that woman. I'm not saying she doesn't exist. I'm saying I don't know her.
Okay. All right. So, just trying to think about the inner heartbeat of a girl. Like, yes. As she grows up, you're not picturing someday I'm going to get me a panda wrestling man?
No, I didn't. Now, there may be panda wrestling people out there that say, yes, that's what I want. But I don't know any women like that.
Because they don't quote the ladies in this news story. They just mention that this guy was arrested. And he should be. We're not saying trespassing is ever a good idea.
Right. No, I think they
don't. Yeah, they don't get any quotes from them.
But I can pretty much know what they said.
Maybe they didn't stick around. Is it possible?
That sounds right, too. As soon as he said he was going to do it, I would have left.
Yeah, like, hey, I'm out. Yeah. I guess they got another big music award show going on, and it reminded me, hey, what about the underdogs, people you never hear about, instead of the same people going up on stage and being honored again and again? Awesome, God loves them, but what about other people? I mean, just how about it? So, giving you a chance to honor people who normally don't get honored, somebody who inspires you in spite of big obstacles that, we haven't heard about. We'd love to hear that story, so go ahead and tell us.
Hi, my name is Marilyn Libby, and I'm calling about a friend of mine who is 59 years old. He's had a brain tumor for 29 years of his life, and he's a real stand-up guy. He's been a worship leader. He's a real man's man. He is strong in the Lord. He is not afraid, and he's very bold to tell other people how God has worked in his life. Now that he's reached the end of the trail, he's only got a couple months to live. He is just valiant.
Hi, I'm Mary Grace, and I wanted to nominate Deborah Smith for the Underdog Hall of Fame. She is the mother of 10 children. Our family is made up of 7 biological kids, 3 adopted children. She's homeschooled all of us, all of our lives, K through 12, and she's been an amazing role model for what it's like to be a godly woman and a wonderful parent. I don't know anyone that has sacrificed as much as she has for her children and for her family, and she's also the most humble person in the world. So I want to nominate Deborah Smith.
Maybe you grew up this way. I kind of did too. And then I always thought that like being a Christian meant like avoid sin. That's the whole game. Like there's this whole thing like don't sin. Well, you know what? That's not it at all. It's not that sin's good, obviously, so don't email us that quickly.
The email's already been sent, buddy.
Exactly.
Within 10 seconds, it's
already looked at my email, fired off the thing, sent it.
There.
Yeah. No, but we're missing something really big, which is God's concerned, I realize now, with the condition of my heart. That's the big issue, and I can spend time trying to avoid this and avoid that, but he actually wants to enjoy us. He didn't make humans. Think about that. He's like, I'm gonna, make a universe, solar system, humans, delight in them, but my whole point really actually making them is just to see if they can avoid sin. That wasn't the point. He gives us choice, but he wants to enjoy you. He wants to, you to enjoy him. Here's the thing, too. Like, if he's concerned with the condition of our hearts, how I treat my neighbors, my attitude towards other people, that actually takes on a real adventurous quality in my life. The sin avoidance thing, besides the fact that it's not true as a whole rubric for viewing your entire life, is really pretty boring. When you think about it, that's a boring way. No wonder people rebel against it. But the whole thing of changing my heart, now we're talking about an adventure. Hey, a little tip for you if you're ever doing an interview for work. I'm always studying how humans want me to act so that I don't distract them or threaten them.
But you are, in fact, a human.
I am,
okay,
but I don't understand what they expect from me.
Okay.
Because there's certain, you guys, we call you neurotypicals.
Okay.
People not on the autism spectrum, you have your own ways, your subtle understandings, your unwritten rules. Mm-hmm. We just it's up to us to try to figure them out.
Okay.
All right, smile. Very important. Mm-hmm. Very important in a job interview. But here's where you guys get tricky. You have to stop smiling somewhere during the interview. They don't want you fourth, fifth question if you're still smiling.
Still grinning, that's a problem.
Okay, well.
You wouldn't know that.
I won't know. I don't. Why? Why can't I still, again, it's a subtle unwritten rule. Smile for a while. But not all the way through the interview.
You could smile and greet, and then when someone is talking to you and the smile doesn't match, like when they're going through HR policies and you're grinning ear to ear, that's probably not, you see what I'm saying?
Why?
It's not matching.
Why wouldn't that show enthusiasm for the HR department?
Perhaps
so you guys are in on a subtle, apparently at some point the smile is inappropriate.
It turns creepy
But
quickly.
We don't know where it is. Hey, just a quick reminder, if you're interested in helping us, this would actually help us. Sherry and I both bank with America's Christian Credit Union, and it's a really sweet thing. What they do is fund a lot of adoptions and ministries and missions. Very happy with it. And if you want to support the show, they're a sponsor, so if they see traffic coming from our show, they'll be like, hey, let's keep sponsoring that.
And that's always nice.
And if not, they should be like, forget it.
Right.
So if you go to BrantHansen.com, you can find out more. Scroll down there. Again, we can tell you we really love it. America's Christian Credit Union, and you'll find it if you scroll down at BrantHansen.com. Pretty awesome game that you can play along with wherever you are. We made it up here on the program. Mm-hmm. And Becky is on the phone. This game is, I'll give you some examples, but I'll give you a name of something. You tell me whether that's a church name, an actual church name, or a band from the 90s.
Okay.
So, like an example.
I'm not real good on the 90s, but we can try.
That's all right. Like if I say Solomon's Porch, that's actually a church. So it sounds like a band name, but it's actually a church name. Yeah, Minneapolis. Okay. All right. Or if I say No Doubt, that's a band.
Mm-hmm. I remember that.
Okay. That'd be a cool church.
That is a cool church.
Yeah. All right.
No Doubt community.
Okay, here's one for you. Paradox. Church
Paradox.
Or band?
I'm going with the band.
It's a church.
Oh.
Paradox Church.
Paradox Church.
I mean, it's a church, but yet it's not. So
therein lies the paradox.
that's where I was going with
Yeah, I
that.
see.
You didn't have to make it explicit.
Just in case.
She's unpacking my joke. All right, how about
Started by two doctors, right?
yeah.
Right.
How about the Flaming Lips?
I'm going with the band.
There's a band. Good job.
Oh, good.
Oh my goodness.
Do you realize that's a band? Okay.
The Flaming Lips Church.
All right. How about Rage Against the Machine?
Oh, that's the band.
That is a band. Good job. Good job.
Nice. That's not a bad church name.
I've been to churches that could be renamed into that, but
That's a whole nother
that's a
topic.
whole nother
We'll
topic.
deal with that
We'll
later.
deal with that later. So hopefully you're able to not just chow on all the candy that people keep leaving around in giant bowls everywhere.
Yeah, it's everywhere. Because you got a lot of it left over, then there's sales and...
Oh
yeah.
my goodness. Did you see what's in our break room over here?
No, why did you tell me?
Okay, well, I didn't.
You just told me.
I didn't tell you what was in there.
You know that it's... Well, we're talking about candy.
Piles of asparagus, Sherry. Piles and piles of asparagus. Don't even go in
I'm going to
there.
avoid that then.
Like little Snickers bars.
See?
Terrible. Stop it. So maybe you heard this earlier. We were talking about the religious mindset that can kind of mess us up. Like if you've grown up around religious circles, one idea is that, well, if I'm good, God kind of owes me. Nobody comes out and says it, but you think if something bad happens, well, I must have done something bad. That's just a kind of natural bent that we all have. We think that. It's not true. And then when something bad happens, maybe you're going through something right now. It's a real struggle. Like, why did this happen? I can't believe this. Why? Maybe I must have done something wrong. God is disappointed in me. That's not how he works at all. Like, how should I put this? He actually promised us trouble. He promised. What he said, though, is that he would be with us always. That's the most often repeated promise of the entire Bible. And I guess, I think he knew he had to say that a lot to get that through to us, or try to get that through to us, because we would think he left us when we go through problems. He hasn't left. He's with you. He promised trouble. Lots of bowls of candy around, with little fun-sized things. People still eating all that stuff. Had some interesting takes on candy corn, some nuanced views. This woman has a very nuanced approach to what she thinks of candy corn.
I think it is the most repellent substance on earth. It's disgusting. They need to quit making it. It's nasty. Why? I don't get what it is. Thanks.
Thank you.
That's nuanced.
I agree. They did this study about it, and they found how many pieces it would take to, kill you.
Candy corn?
Yeah. And they found the number is, I'm not making this up.
Brant.
No, I'm serious.
Okay.
They, based on a 180-pound person, for instance, how many pieces, given the sugar, the other stuff, 1,627 pieces
Okay.
would be it.
So if a person right now is at 1626.
Drop it. Step away. Because that's the one. You may be feeling good right now. You may be feeling, let's just have one. No, step away from it. We love you as a person who listens to the show. 1627. Stop just short. So think about somebody, if you would, who doesn't get that much attention, because, they're always doing these award shows. It's the same people go up there, get celebrated over and over. Okay, that's fine. But what about people who we don't know about, who inspire you because of the obstacles they face? Love to hear the story. 855-90 Brant. We have what we call our Underdog Hall of Fame. Like for this person, Kendra.
My sister, Kendra. She is a wonderful woman with cerebral palsy who has been grieving the loss of our mom, who died this past year, and who doesn't get to see our dad enough because he's in a nursing home. She is acclimating to a new community in a new place, trying really hard, having, ups and downs, but we love her.
Kendra, you are awesome. And again, if you want to nominate somebody for our Underdog Hall of Fame, it's 855-90 Brant, 855-90 BRANT. Maybe you're like this. You have people come up to you and they ask you, how are you so smooth? How does that happen?
This is what happens to you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I tell them I haven't always been this way, and this is why I think it's a ray of hope to people who are normally awkward. Check this out. I'll do a little airplane role play with producer Sherry. I'll show you how to start a conversation, keep it going.
Okay.
Very smooth. So we need little airplane sound effects.
We're on an airplane.
I always come armed with the fact, okay? A little spoiler alert. That's what I do. And then the conversation unfolds from there. So here we go.
Okay. How are
Hey,
you?
lady, if you were able to extract the iron out of my cells, you could make a metal nail 3 inches long.
So where are you from?
Okay, that's how you do it.
No, Brant.
That's how you do it. Because it's true.
Right.
Think about that. The iron in our cells.
Mm-hmm.
In your body, you can make a nail out of that.
Okay.
And so now she knows about it. She's in on it. And then
Well,
the conversation would take off from there.
Can you at least say your name before these facts? Do you suggest that? Hi, I'm Brant. Then go into the fact.
Now, in our example, it didn't go very well, but that's because the other person has to be cooperative.
Brant, I said, how are you?
There was no response regarding the fact that I just told her. So, it takes 2 to play the game. It's like conversations like tennis. That's what I'm
Yes,
trying to
back
tell
and
you guys. So glad you're listening. I got a question. Producer Sherry's here.
Mm-hmm.
Yesterday on the air, I busted out a brand new knock-knock joke, like a fresh, original knock-knock joke, and there aren't many of those.
That's true.
I made up one, and it was really good. Did we get any, you checked the voicemails, emails?
I did. Emails, everything. I checked all of our correspondence.
And?
Nothing. Now,
Seriously?
that's not to say that it wasn't good. Perhaps it was so good that they're taking time to really
To
think
process
about.
it?
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
so. Thank you for saying that.
Sure.
Because I felt really good about it. I thought people would be calling going, man, that was really good.
I won't say no. I'll just say not yet.
Not yet. Sometimes it takes you guys, as you're listening, it takes you a while to process what I just did. And then...
Me too.
Yeah. And you take a while, and then you're like, that was funny. What that guy did 3 weeks ago.
Hysterical.
That was a good joke, and I want to support this station. That's what you think, and I understand that. Some research for you I bring to you because it might be relevant for your life. They say, here's what it says. Moderate Facebook use could lead to long life. Moderate Facebook use. So I did some studying on this.
Okay.
Sometimes I just look at the headline, and if it affirms what I already think, then I'm like, sold.
Right. I'll share this all over the place.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Other times I look at what's really going on here. A couple of things I should let you know. The study actually says, it states, I'm quoting here,
Okay.
we find that people with friends online are less likely to die than their counterparts. Okay. Our likelihood of death right now stands at around 100%. So unless the University of California, San Diego is onto something that perhaps immortality could ensue because of your moderate Facebook use.
Then they should have put that there in the, that's a better headline.
Yeah. You're exactly right. You're exactly right. Oh, my goodness. Well, here's another thing, too. University of California, San Diego did this study about Facebook, and immortality.
Mm-hmm.
Turns out, Al, brace yourself for this.
Okay.
A couple of the researchers work for Facebook.
No.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure that didn't taint it at all.
Well, they said it didn't. So
They don't have a dog in this
I
fight.
know. Just accept what they say, okay? If you use our product, you're going to live forever. Chances are you've noticed this at work, at school. You probably noticed it really quick. You probably noticed it in kindergarten. There's this thing called an in crowd. I don't know how they get appointed in crowd. They just are. They're the in crowd. You know what? It happens in church communities too. Mm-hmm. You can start to pick at oh, that's the in crowd, but why? I don't know. It just happens. Okay. Here's a thing I would tell you to do, just because I've learned the hard way. Not that you necessarily asked me, but don't worry about what they're doing. I mean, it might bug you that they're like, oh, they always with each other, and then not ever the people. And okay, all right. But that may be. But once you reject the idea that there should be an in crowd, okay, now practice loving people on the margins yourself. That's the one thing you can actually do. So if you don't believe in in-crowd cliquishness, okay, griping about it is one thing. Actually going, you know what they do is their business. Hopefully they grow up someday. God loves them anyway. But then you concentrate on actually the people that are placed in your orbit, the people on your street, the people who do want your time. If you're having a hard time knocking down the door to get in this crowd, well, quit knocking on it. And there are people probably going, hey, I would love to spend time with you. They're not cool. So what?
Thanks for listening to the podcast. The Brant and Sherry podcast is sponsored by MetaShare. To find out more about MetaShare, call 855-772-5699.
The Brant and Sherry Oddcast, sponsored by America's Christian Credit Union. To find out more about the show, go to BrantHansen.com.